Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the only podcast where you get unfiltered and unbiased views on the world of sports. I'm your host, Howard, and we're excited to dive into another fantastic episode today. We've got a lot to talk about, but let's start with some NFL action. There are 5 games on Sunday's betting board with double-digit point spreads, which is quite unusual. However, our expert Sam Panayotovich is avoiding all of those games and instead focusing on some more competitive matchups. One of the games that caught his attention is the Browns versus the Bears. The Bears are favored by 7.5 points, which is the largest spread they've had in 5 years. But with the weather expected to be brutal in Chicago, Sam thinks this one could be a low-scoring affair. He's picking the Browns to lose by fewer than 7 points or win outright. Another exciting game is the Ravens versus the Bengals. These two teams always seem to have close matchups, and Sam expects this one to be no different. He's taking the Bengals with the points, as he believes they have a good chance of winning or losing by fewer than 3 points. The Bills versus the Patriots is another game that's getting a lot of attention. Sam is a big fan of the Bills and thinks they're his highest-rated team in the AFC. He's picking them to win by more than 1 point, and also likes their chances of winning the Super Bowl. Finally, Sam has some advice for anyone looking to invest in some NFL futures. He thinks now is the time to buy into the Bills' Super Bowl stock, as they have a good chance of making a deep run in the playoffs. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. I'm your host, Howard. We're discussing a fascinating story from the world of sports, specifically from the Peoria Rivermen hockey team. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's so interesting about a minor league hockey team? Well, my friends, it's not just about the sport itself, but about the leadership and culture that drives these athletes to succeed. According to a report by Dave Aminian of the Journal Star, Peoria Rivermen coach Jean-Guy Trudel made a bold move by removing the leadership letters from his players' jerseys before a rematch against Knoxville. Yes, you heard that right. He stripped the captain and assistant captains of their designations, leaving the team without official leaders. Now, this decision may seem drastic, but Trudel's message was clear. Leadership is not just about wearing a letter on your jersey. It's about earning it every day through hard work, dedication, and a commitment to the team's culture. As Trudel himself said, leadership has to be above and beyond. It has to be special. If you don't lead, you don't stay with the Peoria Rivermen. And what was the response from the team? A resounding 5-0 victory over Knoxville, with players like Garrett Devine and Caden Henry stepping up to lead by example. Devine, who had his assistant captain letter removed, responded with a 2-goal plus 4 game, while Henry, a newcomer to the team, notched a hat trick. This story highlights the importance of leadership in sports, but also in life. It's not just about titles or designations, it's about taking responsibility, being accountable, and inspiring others to do the same. As Devine said, everyone stepped up and played as a team effort, on the ice, off the ice, locker room, bench, everywhere. It's a matter of doing this every single night, every single guy. This is a valuable lesson for all of us, whether we're athletes, business leaders, or simply individuals trying to make a difference in our communities. Leadership is not just about giving orders or wearing a badge. It's about earning the respect and trust of others through our actions and our commitment to a shared vision. Speaking of which, welcome back to the show, folks. We're wrapping up another episode of Howard's Opinion, and I'm excited to share with you a couple of stories that have caught my attention in the world of sports. First off, let's talk about the U.S. men's national team. Anthony Robinson, the talented left back, has made his return to Fulham after undergoing knee surgery back in May. This is fantastic news for USMNT fans, as Robinson's presence on the pitch could be a significant boost to their World Cup hopes next summer. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does this mean for the team? Well, with Robinson back in the mix, the USMNT has a much stronger chance of making some noise in the tournament. His experience and skill on the left flank will undoubtedly be an asset to the team, and I'm excited to see how he performs. But that's not all. We also have some updates on the Arab Cup. The semifinals are set to take place on Monday, with Morocco facing off against the United Arab Emirates, followed by a highly anticipated showdown between Saudi Arabia and Jordan. These matches promise to be intense, folks, and I'm eager to see which teams will come out on top. As we look ahead to these upcoming games, it's clear that the world of sports is always full of surprises. From injuries to triumphs, there's never a dull moment, and that's what makes it so thrilling, don't you think? So, as we close out today's episode, I want to leave you with some food for thought. What do you think about Anthony Robinson's return to Fulham? Do you think the USMNT has what it takes to make a deep run in the World Cup? Let me know your thoughts on social media using the hashtag #Howard'sOpinion. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your head in the game